Okay, it's Sunday. I'm up at the storage units, and I'm going to move these papers from the one storage unit to the other. I brought one of the clothes racks that I had said in another video I was going to bring up here. That way I can get a clothing area going on so that I can get my work search and Elk's junk going. I gotta get a haircut yet. But anyway, I'm hot on that situation. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do is wrap bring this paperwork to the processing area. That's not gonna get double locked because it's on a separate system from my mysterious benefactor, whom I am very grateful for. Okay, I got all the paperwork off the hood and out of the interior of this truck. I'm going to pull this tire off. As you can see, it keeps going flat. I really hate that, because usually they should last for like 20 years without going flat. It's just not normal for a tire to leak at all. I've had vehicles sit for that long and not go get a flat tire, but they do get screwed up and dry rotted, but they don't lose their air at least, so they're always movable. Anyway, I'm gonna pull this one off, and I'm gonna lock this garage up for through the default period. There's really not much I can do. I gotta put heads on this truck. And I have toolboxes to put on this truck that are buried in the, which I may or may not put on this truck because I have this rack here to put on, but I may modify the rack to fit in with the toolboxes to use for the fence business intermittently, until I can afford to build a wrecker out of this truck. I use it for a fence truck, that one and the one outside the house. So that way I have a redundant vehicle in case one breaks down. And that's that. So that's all I think. I don't think I need any more tools out of this garage, because I have enough tools to do what I got to do with the Blazer since I'm moving it to George's and to work on a motorcycle. Okay, I've removed the right rear tire from the Blazer so that I can figure out why it's leaking. I found some damage. I don't know if you can see it with the lighting here. The back plate of the brake assembly here is rusted to kazoo, but I'm going to probably just ignore that, because that's just to keep the debris from coming in and the moisture from getting into your brakes. And I don't really have the money or the time to rebuild this at this time, but what I'm going to do is just fix the tire. The rotor looks in good shape, brakes don't look bad. I'll put a little never seize on the lugs, and I'll replace it. I'll put the tire back on after I repair it. I brought some oil absorbent back up to the garage where the Blazer used to be, so I'm going to let this sit here while it goes into default mode and soak up a few drips of oil that went onto the concrete. Okay, I've put this one up on a jack stand and pulled the flat off. Now this one has some issues with the rotor. Right here you can see the rotor needs to be recut. It's a nice heavy duty rotor, so there's a lot of room to do it. Brake pads look okay, but anyway, this one had never seize on it. I must have had the tire off before, because I always put never seize on, so it was a lot easier. Well, the good news with this tire is it's only flat on the bottom, so there's hope. Alright, I take that back. When I was filming it, I just noticed there's a hole in this tire. Arg. I'm going to have to replace this tire. So I gotta look for another one of these 750 16 LTs. Arg. So that's how it rolls. Okay, I pulled a broom, a grinder, and some shoes out of this one. I think that's about it for this one till through the double locking default. Well, maybe I'll pull this out. That's a CD holder. Then I'll leave that in too. The plan is for next month I want to move this Jeep into where the Blazer used to be. I'll get George to help me tow it over to that one. And then what I'll do is if that'll clear this whole area out, and I'll be able to pull my car, which you can't see because it's buried, in the back, and I'll pull that out front so I can at least work on that here. Then I'll have the Blazer down to George's house, and what I'll do is I'll pull Cherry's car into the new processing center. And there's a couple things here I need. There's a bumper I want to put on the back of it. I want to put that hood on it, and this new trunk lid, which the other one's dented. And possibly these are two doors for it. Now, what I'm going to do is one of the window tracks is damaged. I want to take one of these doors apart for parts and take the locks out so that the locks work in there. But that's next month's plan. But for now, I'm going to lock this garage, and now all three garages are ready for the default for now. And now I can get on to the rest of this month's work. Well, I'd say now comes Miller time, but actually now comes Michelob time. I'm gonna have a Michelob. I don't drink a lot of beer, but I love Michelob Lager.